The city of statues and very rich history, you must see this for yourself. This is Skopje, North Macedonia. Hello, welcome back to my vlog. If you're new here, my name is Nishelle. I'm normally traveling around Europe, and today I'm in North Macedonia in Skopje. It is such a bright, beautiful morning. It's 7:30 a.m. That was one of the best breakfasts ever. It was so healthy. It had goat cheese and sweet potato and really nice like pomegranates. It was such a delicious breakfast, and it was so freaking cheap. It was like €3 for that whole meal. And it's so funny how like I could have 3 whole meals today and it would still be cheaper than one meal in Amsterdam. So that's a bit insane. Hello, I just got back from my tour. It was a great morning walk. It was around 3 hours long, so pretty long. But now I am finished with that, and the tour guide was so fun. He even gave us like a free rakia drink at the end of it. So I went with some of the tour guide people to get a drink after. And we also got this very interesting lunch called Skopje salad. It was so delicious and refreshing, especially on this super hot day. I'm gonna leave my coat back in the hotel because it is so freaking hot and I'm sweating already. And then I'm just gonna head out to the cross, which is on top of a mountain. There's like a cable car and a bus to get there, and that is my main highlight of Skopje. After which I will have a super chill day. Maybe see a fortress for sunset and just do nothing after. But I think the main thing on my bucket list is just this cross that I want to see. Yeah, but it's pretty intense. I would suggest 2 days for Skopje at least, because one day is a bit less and a bit on a time crunch, and I couldn't really like have a chill time with the people I met, for example, because I knew I had shit to do. So I would definitely suggest a bit of a longer time, considering that you'll meet fun people and do things. I would say the city is actually very surprising as well. Like, I wasn't expecting too much because I did not know what I was getting into, but once I'm here, it's so beautiful. The architecture, the people, the way it looks, just everything is so mind-blowing, and the history too. What I thought was also really cool was actually the stone bridge. I did not know why it was popular, but then I found out that it's the bridge that's been saved or preserved since the Ottoman Empire times, which is like the 1400s or 1300s. So that's a long, long time. And the bridge survived like 2 wars, bombings, earthquake. So it was pretty cool to walk on the bridge. And there was also a lot of like interesting facts about the earthquake. I didn't even know there was an earthquake here actually, but it was very interesting history about what happened. I'm also pretty proud of my German because I was at the bus station today and I had a whole conversation with someone here in German because they couldn't speak English and they're from Skopje, of course. So I was very happy I could have a whole conversation with them. So my German is pretty good, I think. I have been so looking forward to this weather where I don't need a coat and I can just wear my normal clothes and be so free, and I love it here. I'm getting a little tired and heartbroken because I'm being sent in circles to get to this bus so I can go to the top, and no one is telling me where to go. I'm so lost. Don't get it. So bad news, but it seems like the ticket guy has gone for a break, which means that it's going to be a 10-hour break, and I've learned this from my tour guide that a coffee break is always super, super long, which means I don't have much hopes of going up to this mountain today. And I might just stick to the old town and have a chill day because it's getting a bit stressful and I'm getting agitated. Right now the tiredness is setting in. I'm getting so moody. I just think it's from just difficult conversations, how to communicate and get things across, and I'm just giving up on anything that is too hard right now and just sticking to the basic easy stuff of being in the center and just doing the most obvious tourist stuff, because to do anything that takes even a bit of effort is like taking ages here. The bus takes apparently an hour to come, and then the ticket guy is taking an hour for each person, and it's just, for me, too hard with my impatience right now. So I'm just gonna take it chill and be in the center, play it safe. And there are a lot of things to see in the center as well. I'm gonna try some food as well, something Turkish, so we will see. It's genuinely hard to give like a very honest opinion of Skopje because I really did love the tour and I love the explanation of the city, and it's really so beautiful in terms of the new architecture. It's just for me a bit hard to get by, I think so, and there's a lot of beautiful things outside of Skopje, so it's really, really not easy to get to the outer places even though they're really beautiful. So maybe it would be easier with a friend, like companion, to do it with, because then you have like 2 people putting their heads together, and if I was less tired from the bus ride. So I just had the loveliest Turkish tea with some desserts at a really nice cafe in this old bazaar place, and I had such a fun conversation with somebody else who's also lived in Dubai, and we were talking about our childhoods there. It was so interesting. So now I'm heading to the fortress, which has a nice view of the whole city apparently, and very broken steps and roads, but I will make it. So this is the fortress here, and it's really gorgeous. It's all surprising how these main spots are so empty somehow. Like, this is like literally a main touristic spot, so great for sunsets, which I am at right now nearing. And literally I'm the only person here for kilometers, so I think that's the nice thing about being in this place. It's so beautiful and yet not so touristic, so it's just a nice getaway from the extreme intense city life. So now I'm heading back from the fortress to see the Mother Teresa Memorial Church. I did not know that she was actually like living in Skopje most of her life. So now I'm done with the fortress, and now I'm heading back to the main center, and I'm going to look into the Mother Teresa Memorial Church. It's so interesting that she was actually born and raised in Skopje right here, and her childhood home, the area, the ground it stood on, is basically like marked as well. It's so cool. It actually got destroyed, I think, during the wars, but I can't remember exactly. But it is, the land is preserved, and she was actually, I think her ancestors were Albanian, but she was born and raised here in Skopje, and then of course she moved to Calcutta in India. But it was so interesting to hear about her story, and I'm surprised that actually this place is not really a Catholic country. I think it's more Orthodox, but it's so cool to learn about the political and religious situation of this place and even the important people. I really like these walking tours so much because they give you so much information in such a fun way, and you also get to socialize with the people around you and meet the local guide. It's such a fun thing to do, and I really recommend the one in this city because our guide was excellent. This museum is so interesting because actually it's a train station that got affected by the earthquake, and the time on it is not the time that it's currently, but the time when the earthquake hit it and the clock stopped working. I gave the Millennium Cross a second try and looked for it at the different bus station, and I still could not find the bus at all. It was not arriving while many others were, so I have given up. But the good thing was I actually met my tour guide from Romania over here, the one who took me to Brasov, and it was so fun to see him again. I literally went up to him and I was like, Michael, do you remember we went to Brasov together? And he was so happy to see me. It was really nice to see my tour guides travel as well, but it was so fun. And now I'm heading back to the hostel for a bit just to like chill, and I think I will come out again in the night time to see what it's like with the night lights and maybe to eat some dinner.
esir aldım. Çalmadı yine telefon.
Here's the photo. Good morning. So I'm on my way now to go to the bus station that takes me out of Skopje, and I have to say I'm actually a bit sad to leave. I think one day was too short here because it's a very beautiful city and there's a lot more to see than just the center. So I would recommend a nice 2-3 days to see a lot and to go over it if you have more time. But one day is still such a magical place here, and I just felt that it's a place that's not so full of tourism, but when you come here you really think why, because it's that cool and there's so much to see. I fully recommend it. It's so beautiful and the people are so warm here. Like in one day itself I just met a lot of people from here, and the locals are just so happy to have tourists and to communicate and tell about their history. I loved it so much. Also, I totally recommend this hostel, which is called Shanti. It looks like it's in a like narrow street inside in a corner, but it's easy to get to from the bus station. And once you do get here, also it's amazing because the people are so hospitable. They're all also locals from here, and they're super helpful with lots of recommendations. And also the guests who I met were so fun. Like I went out later for dinner for them. I forgot English. I went out later for dinner with them, and it was just a really nice time and really fun people, and it's super clean. They do their washing every day. I feel like all the towels, everything is so clean and nice there. It feels so homely, and it's a great place to stay when you're here for sure. Usually you get crisps, but there are only like few inside, so that's a bit sad. But it's really good. I like it. I think it's stop here.